I want my Instagram to be poppin' this fall and Halloween, and I don't know about you, but my Instagram feed is already filled with so many cute fall things like Disney decorations and pumpkin spice lattes. So in today's video, I'm gonna take you along as I do some content creation for fall, and hopefully it will give you a few ideas that you can recreate for your Instagram. But before we get right into it, hello if you're new on my channel, my name is Fab and I make 2 fashion and lifestyle videos every single week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. The first idea I had was to take a fall inspired flat lay. And what I'm going to do is center this flat lay around my favorite sweater, my Fjällräven sweater, because it's definitely got those fall and autumnal colors in it. Now you can either make a flat lay quite busy or fairly simple, and I'm going somewhere in the middle for this one. At first, I wanted to make it really busy and have string lights in there and all sorts of things, but it was just looking a lot, so I decided to pare it back. So I just had the sweater in the middle, then I had one of my favorite books on there, a few cute little acorn things. These were supposed to be string lights, but when I actually turned the lights on, you couldn't even see the lights through the acorns, so I actually just popped them off and placed them around the sweater. I also popped in my little room spray and my hand cream from Bath & Body Works, some of my favorite fall scents. These aren't from this year, they're from last year because I haven't had the chance to go in and get new stuff for this year yet. And I know that they've redesigned everything and the new designs look so cute, but just working with what I got. And then I decided to light a candle to add some extra dimension to the photo. But if you are going to recreate this and have a candle, make sure that you are super careful with it. I was laying this flat lay out on my bed, and then I had a sweater and also a book, all very flammable things. I literally only lit the candle, took the picture, did what I needed to do, never took my eye off it, and then blew it out, because that's how these sort of things happen. You know, you step away from a candle and things catch alight, so just be super careful with that. But it does add a really pretty dimension to a flat lay photo. Once you have collected a bunch of items, just start arranging them around, take some photos, and then you can rearrange them in different ways. That way you have multiple options to choose from. And with a flat lay, what you can do is you can either take it as a bird's eye view from above or sort of come down and angle it across the things that you've collected and put together. This is the final product of my photo and I love how it turned out. I did do a slight blur around the edges. Flat lays do make a really great filler post on your feed, so it's not just you and your face all the time, just breaking it up while still going with your theme. Okay, quickly before we move on, let's talk color schemes. So for fall, Halloween, autumnal vibes, there is sort of a color scheme to stay within to really get those cozy vibes going on. Oranges, rust colors, browns, creams. You just want to go with those beautiful autumn leaf colors. Now, I do find it easier to actually take photos with the colors in them rather than trying to color correct later. It's just a big hassle and it always looks slightly off. So I suggest, if you're really going for this color scheme, this fall Halloween color scheme, to really try and take your photos with the actual colors in there and take away anything that's not in the color scheme. This will make it easy to really create that fall theme on your Instagram. Okay, the next idea I had is super fun, and that is to basically dress up your dogs, your pets, or if you have small children or babies, to dress them up as if they're going trick-or-treating. This is instantly going to look so cute on your feed. I mean, everybody loves cute and small things. And I also think this is really great because you can really tell a story with this photo. I do like telling stories with Instagram pictures. It just makes it easier for your followers to engage with you, and then it also makes it easier for you to share a caption that goes with it. For this photo, I wanted to set it up a little photo booth for my 2 little dogs and dress them up as if they had been trick-or-treating. I got a maple leaf garland, and what I actually did is did it under the kitchen bench because well, they're only small, so that way I could put the garland up and under the bench and sort of hang it like it is bunting. I then took some maple leaf string lights around the bottom. Then I took 2 little trick-or-treat buckets and I just scrunched up some paper in there. And then of course dressed the little puppies up in their Halloween costumes. So Pippin has a bat costume. I got this at, I think, Target years and years ago, and it was literally like $3. And then for Clovey, my little puppy, I actually made her her little Halloween costume. I documented all of it on my Instagram stories, and I saved the Instagram story under Fall Crafts, so that's on my Instagram if you'd like to go check out me making her little Halloween costume. So I made her a little skeleton cape and also a pumpkin to sit on her head, but she doesn't really like the pumpkin on her head, which is kind of understandable, so we just left that one out in the photo. They always say never work with children or animals, so this is going to be a bit tougher to get them to behave and pose, but when they do and they look cute, it's well worth it. Pippin is 4 now, and he knows that when the camera comes out, he's been trained since he was a baby to sit and pose. Clover, she actually did really, really well considering that she hasn't been to puppy school because of COVID, so she actually did really well with the sitting. And this is the finished product. I'm not sure which photo I want to go for. That's the thing about the dogs, is it's really hard to get them both looking really cute and looking at the camera both at the same time. Clovey looks a little weird on the left one, but her tongue's out, which is super cute. And then on the other one, they're both sort of wistfully looking into the distance, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose. Maybe I'll do both and I'll do a swipe across. But I love how this turned out. I think it is so cute. I keep just opening my phone and looking at them. It's so cute. The next idea I have is centered around fall baking, and this one is especially good because of course you get to bake the things, then you take the pictures, and then you get to eat the things. I'm just whipping up a recipe that I make all the time. It's pumpkin cookies. I'll leave the recipe that I use down below. A couple of differences that I do is I actually use real pumpkin instead of canned pumpkin, and I also add chocolate chips. But this recipe is super yummy for pumpkin cookies. This one is also great because you can take pictures along the process of baking, and that way you can make a carousel of swipe across to really engage your followers. You can even take little clips and make it into a reel. I decided I would take some pictures in my little baking apron, mixing up my cookie dough, and I took these myself. I actually have a whole video on how you can take your own Instagram pictures, so I won't go fully into it here. I think this one turned out really nicely. I also took a picture at the end of the cookies when they were done. I forgot that I was going to take a picture, so I ate some of it, but I think it actually turned out quite well with a little bite out of it. What I'm planning to do is have the picture of me mixing up the cookie dough and then a swipe across to the finished cookies. The next idea is centered around a cozy fall night, having a hot drink by the fire, and I roped my sister in to be in this photo. You all know Pia, my sister. She does my country music videos with me. I actually got us matching socks. So I had this idea that we would have our matching socks near the fire, but what ended up happening in the final product is we ended up sort of cheersing our hot drinks by the fire. The socks aren't even really in the photo, which is funny, but I really love how this turned out. I think it's so cute. That's another thing, is sometimes you go into make a specific photo, you have a really clear idea of the content you want to create in your head, and then when you actually get to making it, it sort of morphs into something else, and oftentimes it just happens and the final product is better than you even imagined. What I'm planning to do is sort of mix these in with photos that can be taken during the season outside, maybe going on a walk and having autumn leaves around, or maybe going and getting a pumpkin spice latte. Now, just quickly, I also want to talk about editing, because I feel like that is also super important. First off, for Instagram, you do want the dimensions of your photo to be 4:5, so make sure that you take them in portrait mode so that when you crop it, you don't lose anything that you wanted in there. And then when it comes to editing the colors and stuff of the photos, what I actually did is I purchased an Etsy preset. If you go to Etsy, you can type in a fall preset or like pumpkin preset, and there's probably hundreds of things that come up, so it's very overwhelming. I bought mine off a store called Mint and Pepper on Etsy, and I am so happy with my purchase. I think I only paid like $5 for it. I got 4 presets, and that way you can just try the different presets on the photo to see which one you like best. I'll leave a link to the preset that I purchased down in the description box below. So there you go. Those are my cute fall and Halloween inspired ideas for your Instagram feed. If you do end up recreating any of these ideas, I would really love to see them. So make sure you tag me, and also follow me on Instagram too, so you can see when I put the photos from this video up. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.